Welcome back to Westemere Cottage. Right now, the garden is still pretty bare and privacy, not much yet, but that's all about to change. I am creating a soft, wild, and whimsical space with lavender, Queen Anne's lace, David Austin roses, plush dahlias, in blush, cream, and deep berry tones. There'll be sugar shack shrubs, whirling butterflies, and native perennials dancing in the breeze. You've seen cottage gardens before, but not like this one. So watch this space. Most of the garden will be grown from seed. I may not have all these glamorous photos yet, but as a permaculturist, I've learned to grow things the right way for lasting beauty. To be honest, I've never considered myself much of an annuals girl. I usually lean towards perennials that come back year after year, but there is just something about sunflowers. The way they follow the light, how they turn even an empty corner into something radiant. They're bold and cheerful and impossible to ignore. A few here and there in the garden brings an instant sense of joy, like little bursts of sunshine you can plant with your own hands. So even though focusing on long-term planting, these annuals have definitely earned their place. And every time I walk past them, I am reminded that some things don't need to last forever to be completely worth it. I am so proud of my baby breasts, y'all. Zinnias, my seedlings, are coming along. They've been growing steadily and quietly, and now they're near ready for the front garden. There's something so rewarding about starting from seed. Watching those tiny green stems stretch taller each day, it's like a quiet little miracle, a reminder to slow down and appreciate the small things. They may look delicate, but they're strong, and soon they'll be blooming with the rest. Well, the front garden is going to be a true showstopper, one of those spaces that make people slow down as they pass. Not flashy, but softly romantic. The kind of beauty cottage gardens do so well. I see blooms spilling over the edges, soft pastels, wild textures creating a gentle kind of chaos. Baby breaths in the breeze, flowers tumbling in the walkways. It won't just be pretty, it'll tell a story you feel the moment you see it. A little magic right at the front gate. As I prepare to plant today, I'm mixing up a fresh batch of soil, light, airy, and rich with compost. It needs to hold just enough moisture to nourish the roots, but still drain well so things don't get soggy. It might seem like a small step, but healthy soil is really the foundation of everything. It's alive, it breathes, supports, and sustains. I love the feel of it in my hands, crumbling down and full of promise. And there's real science behind this, y'all. Getting your hands in the soil can actually improve your mood. It's one of those quiet healing benefits that gardening naturally brings. Slow, grounding, and full of intention. I'm sketching out the garden I've been dreaming about, something soft and free like it's always belonged. The lines are rough, but the vision is clear. Raised beds for my veggies, a quiet spot for my roses, and winding paths with lavender. Even some of the flowers you've probably never heard of. Fairy like and full of charm. Every garden starts like this: a few scribbles, a handful of seeds, and a heart full of peace. Well, let's talk about my tomatoes are looking full of promise. They've been planted or selling in beautifully, leaves standing tall, soaking up the warmth like they know their moment is coming. I check them daily, watching for that growth spurt, the sign they're ready to climb. Today, I started staking them. It's a simple step, but makes a big difference, helping them grow strong and supported. This stage is so rewarding, small but full of quiet potential. I walk past them with my morning tea, and their leaves rustle in the breeze, reminding me to be patient and let things unfold. This is more than just growing food, it's about the rhythm of care, the joy of tending to something that gives back. Even these early days feel meaningful. So the tomatoes are in the States and they're up. And now it's just a matter of time. If you are a vintage lover, you'll want to pause right here, y'all, because I have found some truly rare treasures lately, and I just wanted to share them with you. One of my favorite vintage finds lately is this peach watering can. Now, look, the spout is broken, but fear not. I know someone that who can weld this for me back together beautifully. But look at this, y'all. This is the most prettiest peach vintage watering can that I have ever seen. I have always found plenty of galvanized cans before, but never one like this color, so I had to grab it. But like I said, I know a guy that's gonna weld this back beautifully for me, and it's gonna look absolutely beautiful and charming in my greenhouse. It's gonna add this soft, old-fashioned touch that makes old things feel alive again. So I definitely wanted to share that with y'all. So keep your eyes out. If you're looking for vintage cans and you don't want the just the regular galvanized cans, you can definitely keep your eye out, because I even want a baby blue one. So I'm definitely going to keep my eyes uh, peeled for that one. And I also picked up a few vintage baskets that are definitely going to look beautiful in the greenhouse as well. I'm going to place the baskets in there on my shelving. So I picked up a few vintage baskets to place in the greenhouse. Baskets like these do more than just hold tools or seed packets. They bring texture, they bring warmth that sense a quiet charm that makes the space feel so cozy and lived in. So I can't wait to share the vintage greenhouse with y'all that I'm getting built. So you definitely want to stay tuned to see that process. And these baskets also they turn your storage into storytelling, as most of you know that I am a storyteller. And I can already picture them nestled beside the seed trays and the pots. So I picked up a few of those. I have a few more here. And you can put flowers in them. You can put whatever you want, but they are going to look beautiful on my vintage shelves in the greenhouse. Now, while these aren't garden tools, y'all, I couldn't resist sharing two rare vintage bags I found. And one reminds me of Gunsmoke. I don't know if y'all have heard of Gunsmoke, but if you haven't, it's an old Western show that I love so much. And Miss Kitty carried a bag that was so cute. And this one is a 1800s bag. It is made on the inside. It has the little pockets that you can put things in. And it was sewn back in the 1800s. And it's a drawstring bag, y'all. Look at this. It's got the cute little bows where you carry it. It is so freaking adorable. And I just had to grab that. 1800s. I love collecting. Now, I used to be a vintage seller, and I sold to millions of vintage film directors all over the world, and they would always get everything that I had in the 1800s. So when I went to an estate sale, I had to grab that for myself for my personal use. Then I have another boxy bag with a snap closure, y'all. It has double handles. Now look how beautiful this bag is. It has the double straps. It has a flap snap closure. And the opening, you open it. It did have a little mirror there, but I'm going to have that fixed and put the little mirror back. And you can look in the little mirror. How adorable is that, y'all? It has a lot of space on the inside that you can put all your little treasures. And it would be just so beautiful. So I had to grab this, y'all. So look, it's adorable. And that will go into my vintage collection as well. I don't like big purses. I love little small purses. And I just had to grab that. But look how adorable this is. And this pretty much is the 1940s, one of my favorite eras. The 1940s and the 1970s. So I definitely wanted to share these with you. And like I said, they might not be planting and pruning, but just like my watering and vintage cans, I wanted to bring a sense of charm and character to everything. I just wanted to quickly remind everybody that my giveaway, before I forget it, let me remind you of it. You definitely don't want to miss this giveaway. There's a beautiful gardening gift that I have and a Lowe's card that's going to be up for grabs for one lucky winter. Just watch the video, one of my videos titled giveaway, and it'll tell you how to enter. So thanks so much for watching, and there is so much more to come, and I can't wait to share the first blooms and greenhouse progress with you. So if you love gardens and vintage charm, stay close. Thank you for watching.